Hello, my movie people. Welcome to Streamdorm. I am Adedayo the Motorboat. And in case you are just joining us, right here, what we talk about is movies, from movie box office to the movie news and what to expect when it comes to the next week of a movie. And right now, everything that I talk about throughout the show is from the international scene and from the national scene, how the movies have been performing so far, and all things like that. So, in case you're joining us, this is just what we do. So, don't be alarmed. So, please make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment whenever you find this show interesting, please. And this shades is just to look cool. So please let's put some interesting things here. So this is streamed up for those of you that are just joining us, and what we do in the streamed up is talk about culture, entertainment, movie, music, sport, and all things in that regard. So I'm not going to waste your time. I'm just going to jump right into the box office. Then we'll talk about some movie news and some things to expect when it comes to the movie and how these movies have been performing. So stay tuned for your movies and the movies that you just want to know how they've been doing so far. And let me just go straight right into it. Now, I saw this thing from Nigerian box office, their Twitter account. Please make sure you go follow them and subscribe to their channel. And I was like, this is something I have to talk about. So basically, what they are trying to do here is talk about how movies in general have been performing and the highest grossing movies in the Nigerian box office. Please, I'm going to talk about international box office very soon, but right now I have to talk about the Nigerian box office because this is something that's I'm passionate about, and I want to see how Nigerians are spending their money when it comes to cinema. And interestingly, what I say here when it comes to the top 10 list is Everybody Love Jennifer, The Tribe of Judah, Wakanda Forever, Black Panther, Sinners, No Way Home, Deadpool, and Wolverine, Battle on Booker Street, Omogeto, The Saga, and Mufasa. So, like, about half of these movies are Nigerian, which is um, one, two, three, four. Okay, that's four over six. And I love this. This is interesting. Now, when you convert this money to dollars, you're not that much, but when you are looking at the Nigerian currency, this is something that's interesting. Now, the first one being um, Everybody Loves Jennifer, 1.88 $2 billion. This was which came out last year, and throughout is the article 1.8 and 1.8. Then the next one being a tribe of Judah, which earned 1.4. Wakanda Forever, which earned 1.04. Then Black Panther, which earned like 8 million. Then Sinners 775, No Be Home 750, Deadpool and Wolverine 706, Battle and Booker 668, Omogeto 636, and Mufasa 623. And it's interesting to see something like that, seeing Nigerians spending money on movies, especially even in Nigerian movies, we are spending money on our movies. And I would love for this thing to do well when it comes to international thing. Like while we are winning the local box office, we should try making movies that can also um that can also be interesting for even our neighbors in the West Africa region, Ghana, we can see Cameroon and others and other countries like that. So we should start improving when it comes to translation for the francophone nation because Nigeria is surrounded by French speaking nations. So this is something that I love to see. Now I've not gotten information when it comes to what the movies are performing for the entire week. I can even use and check it. Check right now and see if they've updated on their on their social media accounts. Nope, they've not updated. So this is like something that I was interested to see. So please let me know what you guys thought. Are you feeling that Nigerians are actually spending more? Because this is what this Everybody Loves Jennifer is from last year, and right now we've seen that there's a change. Like when I went to the cinema recently, I've been seeing more people have actually come to the cinema. And this for me that it's almost like a new it's a new experience for me when it comes to actually going spending money on cinema this is a new experience. So this is something that I genuinely love to see. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and let's move right into the international box office. So we have this box office chart right here when it comes to the domestic opening of some movies. That's for this for Friday when it comes to this year. We have Superman, then Jurassic World Rebirth. I know what you did last summer, 5.8, Smurfs 4.0, F1 the movie 2.8, editing 1.8, and How to Train Your Dragon. And this is to put that both Superman and Jurassic World are performing well. Now when Fantastic Four get introduced, which is coming out on Friday, we have to see if these movies are strong enough. Now, Superman is strong enough, but the question now is that how is it going to perform overall? Because right now it's doing when it comes to the domestic box office in the domestic box office that's in the US. It's almost getting to Man of Steel numbers, but when it comes to international box office, people are a bit they're pushing back when it comes to that. And even at work, I'll hear some chatter when it comes to people, and there was this one person that suggested going to cinema, and they said I don't see Superman, and like there was this. It's not that they don't want to see the movie, but another person was like, why would I go and see it? So there is still this like Superman is childish, or Superman is this American this, and it's not that no one wants to watch American movies. It's just that there is still this things about people, and the same thing with Nigerian movies. Like if you take the Nigerian movies to foreign countries, the question is that will people in those countries want to see a Nigerian movie? How many of even the ones that are very available when it comes to Netflix, when it comes to Prime Videos, how many people outside Nigeria is actually watching this movie? So those are the kind of things those companies are looking at. Last week I talked about Netflix, how Netflix is dialing back when it comes to Nigerian movies, and the question now is that what exactly are we offering that is different, that that is different? Are people outside the countries watching our stuff? So the same thing goes with people in other countries, and culture actually affects the way people receive movie. Also have like a when it comes to a chart from box office reports. Um, sorry for this slow network. I have to. Okay, it's yeah. This is the chart. So no, this is something that we talked about. Yeah, I can't. It's just deep down there. So basically, let me just go touch while we're on it. Well, let me touch on some of the box office, like Smurfs. Smurfs that's estimated 222 when international weekend. Then the total stand being 36 points, 36.0 as the global opening weekend, and this is sad because people were saying, "Oh, there are great movies that are coming out this weekend," and they were mentioning Smurf. I was like, "This movie is poorly marketed." Even there was when I went to see Superman, there was someone I was speaking to, and was like, "This movie is poorly marketed," and I agreed with him because when we were talking, a lot of people don't even know this movie is out. You see the poster in places, even in like when I'm going to work, I always see the poster, and I'm like, a lot of people don't really care about Smalls. As a particular time, there were people that were like, "Oh, I want to watch Smalls," but now it's just by the side, and hopefully it can do well to make it budget back. Hopefully, we don't know about that, but I think right now the audience interest when it comes to the small it's is dialing back. And the same thing with I know what you did last summer, and this actually have this I think they've made like 2 or 3 films about some more films about I know what you did last summer, and this also has been having some dial back, 24.6 million when it comes to the global total stand. That's not encouraging at all, especially when you're looking at the money they used to make the movie. And Elio right now is at 229.8 million when it comes to the global box office, which is also performing low. Then we have Lilo and Stitch, which is actually the first movie to make over 1 billion. At least the first live action movie to make over 1 billion in in international box office, because China said that Nizatu or Nijatu, depending on how you pronounce it, I'm sorry in case I pronounce it wrong. They're saying that that one has already passed 2 billion. So we can't determine that for sure, but the Tunisia, then we have on stage, which is at 1 billion. Then so we have F1, which is currently sitting at 416. And interesting about this F1 is that when it comes to original movies, F1 and Sinners are the two best performing when it comes to original movie. I think Sinners is at 267, then F1 is at 416, which is good. Then Jurassic World is like 648. This movie has already done well, so it has, I think, it has passed. It has reached its break-even point. So right now, they also start thinking about the sequel, and it has done well. I remember when I'll be posting on Streamdorm comment section profile of Streamdorm Facebook page, I'll be seeing the way people react to uh, Jurassic World Rebirth, and people were like, uh, this Jurassic World is going to flop, blah 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 blah. The discourse around it was a bit weird, and right now you can see how it's doing. Then I think the one I'll talk about last now is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, and we've seen that it's not really. It, I think it hasn't even made its okay. It has made its budget back, but just by a bit. It doesn't make the marketing budget back. So the money they spent on making the movie was more. But hopefully, whenever they are thinking about future installment of Mission Impossible, they can learn from this. So I think the last thing I'll just talk about, yeah, okay, let me just round this up with this. This is we've seen this already, so I also have to put it back. It's one of my most anticipated film for the year, and every time I'll be looking at it, that oh, will I be able to watch Superman? Will I be able to watch Superman? Will I be able to have the money and all this kind of thing to see it? So it's interesting to be able to see that the movie is performing well. So Superman making 406 million at the global office and 200 million domestically. I've talked about it, but I just want to at least point it out. So it was one of my most anticipated movie for the year. So this box office so far, where exactly it is that you guys think about the box office? Are movies performing? Are you, which movie have you watched this week, or in fact this month? And the movies that you've been anticipating, are they performing well? Is there something you are expecting? Just leave your thought down in the comment section below, and it's to be glad. I'll be glad to know your thoughts. So what I want to talk about now is the salary of the Superman cast. This news came out, I think it was on Monday. So yeah, on the 17th. So I just want to talk about it. Now we know that James Gunn, or we actually know that Nicholas Hoult made 2 million, David Collins made and Richard Brosnan made 750. Then James Gunn made 15 million, and the salary as the co-CEO of this studio is actually at the seven-figure range. My issue with that is that, to be honest, every creative deserves to make whatever money that's like they deserve to make the best of the the best money when it comes to being a creative. Like it's an art form, and it's sometimes it's more of a service job. So you need to make the money of the best, especially when you're coming off making it for a studio and making it for a company. You need to make the money. Now, when people were doing like the average, is this money is too much or too small? the money is a little bit over average, and given his position and everything, I was expecting low. That doesn't mean he doesn't deserve it. That doesn't mean that um Nicholas Ott doesn't deserve the money, or David Coventry doesn't deserve the money they are paying. Doesn't mean that, but I was expecting something lower. And for the David Coventry at least to be earning 1 million, or Richard Brosnan to be earning 1 million, especially given the fact that they've also done some project in the background, even though they are the smaller actors there, I was expecting um a big money when it comes to the way, at least it would make more sense. But there's still no issue about that, and everybody they saw their contract and they agreed to it. So that's basically what I just talked about. Think about it. So please leave your thought down in the comments section below. What do you guys think about this pay between James Gunn and the actors, and even his salary, which the report is saying that is seven figure range. So please do leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Now, we have to talk about some DC news real quick. Or before I even actually talk about that, let me just quickly mention this Assassin's Creed. Now, there's going to be a Netflix series when it comes to Assassin's Creed. That Netflix series, it will explore the war between two factions shaping humanity, future, with Roberto Patino and David Winner as the showrunners. Now, Assassin's Creed was one game that is one of the first games that I played, even on mobile, all these button phones, and I played some of the games with my dad. I could remember when I was young. So to me, this is going to be an interesting watch when it comes to it, and to know that Netflix already go ahead to correlate the movie, this is something that um it will be interesting for me to see. Now, I'm not a big fan of releasing all your movies at once. I love it when you release it weekly, because at some point when you release at once, for someone like me, I get spoilers and it will affect my viewing experience especially when it comes to series. But when it comes to movie, I don't really care. So, Assassin's Creed, is this something you want? Is this something you want to see in the future? Is this a scripted movie for you? So series rather. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Now, moving on to some DC news, we have Clayface details. The new Clayface that is going to be produced by this studio, and is going to go into production next month. By the way, so the new details from the upcoming the upcoming Clayface movie reveals that it's going to be Matt Hagen with elements of Basicalo with original twists and characters. Clayface follows Matt Hagen, and some up and coming actor who's attacked and disfigured. He moved from Gotham to Hollywood to escape his troubled past and begin his career as an actor. His disfigurement is what eventually led him to become a shape-shifting monster. This movie will introduce original characters like Dr. Caitlin Bates, again love interest and co-star in the film, who is also a scientist and the CEO of a biotech startup. She wants to grow her company and help him. Caitlin Bates also has a fiance, John, who is a detective and is suspicious of her relationship with Matt Hagen. The antagonist of the film is described to be a crime boss via Nexus Point News. Now, the thing I love about this movie is that it's going to be a different approach to when it comes to storytelling in a shared universe. And one thing we've learned from Marvel is that it sh- sorry. One thing we've learned from Marvel is that sometimes a shared universe can be can have this one tone And when it comes to the DCU or the DC studio films, all each of the movies are going to have different tones and the way the stories are going to be told. Now, the nitpick I have, at least just reading this, I don't know how the story is going to be, is that it's going to have another antagonist, and I would love for the story to lead up to when he now became the bad guy. But creating a story where we now have to sympathize, just like we did in Joker, it makes sense. It's interesting. As we've seen some villain stories, but giving an excuse and having to have another bad guy that is going to now make you so that whenever it's not see Cliff, you're not going to be like, I understand the story and it can be a good guy, blah 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 blah. It's not for me, and it's kind of a bit weird for me. But interestingly, I would love to see where the take where the story goes. It's Clayface is an interesting villain for me, though he's not one of my favorite characters. Is we say in my in I'm trying to think of a villain in a rogue gallery who is going to be my favorite villain in the all of this scene. But that will be another video for another day. But let's just go right into the next story. Now, I don't know if I've touched this, but it's an interesting story that I'll just wait touch on. Lanterns has already wrapped filming, and just in case you don't know, the series is going to release on HBO Max 2026. I think it's either going to be uh, early or it's going to be middle of middle of the year. But we know that Lanterns is releasing before Supergirl, and the same next year we're also going to get Clayface. So that's one thing that we know about that. So this like some photos. It's going to be a bit blurry. Then this is our Jordan. So this is just like a photos of the behind the scene, and it's interesting that we see that some things are moving forward, and at least now we know that the DC is going to move forward. So this is just something that's interesting. So another story I'm going to touch on is Mr. Terrific. Now we know that Mr. Terrific might get a put a series. They're trying to see what's going to happen. There's no official announcement. So in case you are looking for an official announcement and who to point finger to, there's no official announcement about a Mr. Terrific series. But this is a quote from Eddie Gatege, who played Mr. Terrific in this year. And he was like, I want to explore more project of the story. What he said was that if we are lucky, we are going to have a lot more opportunities to dig into what Mr. Terrific is and who he is. I feel like we've only scratched the surface. And we also have a story that said that he signed like a multi-project deal. So either he's going to show up in another show like Peacemaker or he's going to have his own show. We are yet to find out. And for me, I don't want a solo Mr. Terrific show or movie. What I want is a series on the Terrifics, which will be interesting. We already have Metamorpho, we have Mr. Terrific, and it's just to wait okay just to find Plastic Man and I forgot the name of this character, but she's from the Dark Multiverse, and she has like a storm power, which is actually another story for another day. uh there was this kind of thing that I heard. Mr. Terrifix is based. This Terrifix is based on Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is also based on something about DC, and just something just like that. So basically, there are four of them in the Terrifix, and they're just similar to the Fantastic Four, but they are headed by Mr. Terrifix. Mr. Terrific. So I would love to see what they do with the character. Please leave your thought down in the comment section below. Now, the Batman 2 updates that we got from this studio, James Gunn said that they they love what the script, but we're headed in the right direction. There are some things we still got to work out, but it's headed in the right direction for sure. Now, Initially, what I thought was that when they say we still got to work out, I thought that there was going to be like a few changes to the script. But what I'm now thinking of is finances and pre-production and stuff like that. Because that what I was like join the contract to some for some actors, actually some actors that were written to the script. Like we know that Robert Pattinson was written to be played to play Batman in the Batman. So like the script was written for him. So what I was thinking now is that probably there is contract stuff and things in that nature. But it could also be that they are tweaking the script to at least they saw the script. Yeah, it's 99% okay, but we need to fix that 1%. Now I don't know what they are going to fix. Some people might actually have some bias, being that James Gunn is also a creative and giving others to other creatives might want it to be like they want it to be in his own image and stuff like that. This is also a business, so business also make business decision. I talked about this, so please don't read too much into it. So something Batman related also. There was this rumor or an information, but it's from an insider, so take it with a grain of salt. The Bane and the Batman script has been submitted. Now we know that Matthew Orton, who made Operation Finale, who wrote Operation Finale and Moon Knight, wrote the script, and from the outside scoop, which is a scooper, and this is the account that made that post. They're saying that the script has already been submitted. So what they're just trying to do is to look at it and see if they are going to actually send it back for for some reworking before they now eventually greenlight it. Now, the interesting and not interesting thing about the DC studio is that some movies and actually what I feel like from looking from outside in is that a lot of their plans and they're not going to follow their plans. In fact, all those things they list it's just like a check. Maybe in the next 10 years they will now end up checking the last one. We don't know. But what I would expect is that a lot of the movies that they've announced, they should have at least have gotten so far with it. You know that what we just what is left is going to for them to be God going light. But right now it feels that anybody can just walk in, pitch their idea, come in with their script and get their movie made, and it doesn't sit well with me. But let's hear how that story goes. So let's move on to the next story. We have the Teen Titans. They are in Fortnite, and before you get it twisted, know that one of the Teen Titans is not there, which is actually the Nightwing decreasing. A lot of people are saying that the full Team Titan team. No, this is Team Drake, and Team Drake is not in the Team Titan. And there's this joke that for the Teen Titans Go series, animated series, is that nobody cares about Team Drake. So this is actually the Teen Titans 1, 2, 3, 4, but not this guy. This guy is not part of the Teen Titans. This is Team Drake, by the way. So I also want you to know. So please leave your thought down in the comment section below. And do you play Fortnite? I don't actually play Fortnite. Even my Call of Duty, I updated this from my phone. I'm getting more into movies and series, so I don't really have space to be playing space or even time. And also my work is it's getting the best of me. But we can work. We can see. We'll see where that we'll see where that leads to, and hopefully I may actually have to download the game back, but right now I'm not playing any game. Even the Injustice that's on my system, I'm not playing it. But I also want to let you know that the Teen Titans accepts decreasing in Fortnite. So leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Now we got this news from James Gunn. Um, the whole story is that when James Gunn and Peter Safran was signing their deal, there was like a dispute because when we know that James Gunn was supposed to run DC Studios, which was newly formed. And at that time when he was signing the deal, there was an announcement that Henry Cavill is going to return as Superman. And during the DCEU, we saw less of him. I think it was like at least four projects that he appeared in, and a lot of people are trying to call names, but I'm not going to call him for the sake of this video. What I'm going to say is that the confusion between Warner Brothers at that time made it confusing. And when James Gunn got information that in Cavill, there was this announcement that Cavill is going to come and play Superman, it was like that's not the deal we had, and the deal was that they were going to reboot the entire universe and stuff like that. So people were like trying to blame that James Gunn is the fault of this and all like that. But a lot of us know that Warner Brothers had a lot of issues that caused stuff like this. So it was very sad to see, but it's happened nonetheless. So when James Gunn said that he has spoken to Henry Cavill, and it was like they could pay projects for him in the future, and he was also agreed with it, and that there's going to be a project for him in the future. We just don't know what project it is or what project they're talking about. And well, yeah, like you would love to cast Eric Clav in future projects in the DCU. So we just have to see where that leads to. Right now, Eric Cavill is busy with so many projects. Warhammer, and I think there are like three or four projects that is busy with. So right now, it doesn't really have a time, but we'll see where that leads to. Now, Supergirl, there was this they released the first teaser poster for Supergirl, which I'm going to open right here. So this is how the poster looks like. It's not showing her face in full. The name is Lookout instead of Look Up. So just show that Supergirl is angry. There was a bit an upgrade when it comes to her suit, the belt, and I think the shoes was upgraded a bit. Then this is the coat that she wore, and we saw this red stuff. So people were saying it's paint, people were saying the blood. I really don't care. Then the similarities also is that it looks like the Shazam poster. So we'll just see where this leads to. So the movie is going to release June 26th in theaters 2026. So let's see where that goes. To. Now we also know that Sergeant Rock, though a lot of people were looking at it that what exactly is happening with Sergeant Rock, what are they trying to do? Why are we even having a Sergeant Rock project in the first place? So right now, we know that Sergeant Rock is no longer moving forward. That is because Luca Guanda, sorry if I mispronounce your name, Luca Guadagnino is no longer involved in it because he himself has multiple projects, and the future of what is going to do, like how is it going to do all those projects all at once? It's just weird. But surprisingly, they've already cast some actors to for the role. I think the script is ready. So let's see where that leads to. Maybe they're going to just put a new director to the project. We'll see. And finally, when it comes to DC or the DCU, we have the Wonder Woman updates. So what we know so far is that DC studios are fast tracking Wonder Woman. The same thing with Batman, but Wonder Woman is like a priority. So what I want is a Batman project over a Wonder Woman project. It's not that I'm trying to be anything at all, but the reason is that it's been a while we've had a solo Batman project. So I just want like a solo Batman project in a connected universe. So I just want to see where Batman is going to go forward and all stuff like that. So please, this DC updates, share your thoughts about it down in the comment section below. How are you feeling about DC so far? Share your thoughts down in the comment section uh, below. So let's move right into some Nigerian stories. But before we move forward, please, I want to implore you that you like, you subscribe, you share, you follow wherever it is that you are seeing this platform, this video from, or this news roundup, because we share it on TikTok, we share it on Facebook, and we share it on YouTube. So check Streamdorm out on our social media platforms. You are going to see some of these updates. So please like, share, subscribe. And in case you want to promote your business on this news, reach out to us on business@streamdown.com. I don't realize that I did not put it. So the uh the account is business@streamdown.com. That's the email rather. So please send just send your deal, leave it in the comments section. Sorry, send your email. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Send your email, and we'd love to work with you, whatever your business is, as long as it works, as long as it goes with our business, our brand value, and we're going to work with you. And interestingly, our prices can work with your business, whether you're a big business or you're a small business. So we'll see that in the comment section below. So we'll see when you contact us. So I want to move to some Nigerian movie updates. There is this series by Kemi Adetiba. Initially, I thought it was going to be a movie. Then I found out that it was a series, and I was like, hmm, that's interesting. So on Streamdorm, we've been following the movie since the announcement, and we wrote an article on our website. Go to streamdorm.com. The article is written by my friend Steven, who is actually the co-founder of this platform. So it just described what To Kill a Monkey is, the title, Queen of Arts, the star power casting, and thoughts about the movie. We are going to drop a review whenever we can, and hopefully we want to have an interview with Kemi Adetiba. So please come to our DM, answer our email. We've sent an email to you. We're also going to send some DMs. So please, Mrs. Kemi, please want to have an interview with you. Especially on conversations like this. We have a podcast. We have multiple ways of having interviews. So please want to talk to you about that. Another thing I want to talk about is this series from Zikoko. Now it's an anthology series, and there's been a trailer. So the series is going to release, going to feature three of their films inspired by Zikoko Naira Life, inspired by Six Life, and inspired by Love Life. This is like a article series. They just made an anthology which releases this July. I'm trying to find out the exact release date. But this is the trailer. So I'm not going to watch it. I'm just going to skip towards the end to find to see if I can. Nope. The music. Sorry. I cannot play it. So basically it's going to be released July on the Coco YouTube channel. So please you guys should check that out. It's going to be an interesting story. So no doubt soon. When I get the chance to see it, I'm going to drop my the review. So the last Nigerian movie I'll talk about is Cordelia. So the trailer also dropped recently, and the movie is by Tunde Kelani, and it's an adaptation of Professor Oshof Femi Oshofison. I'm sorry, sir, if I mispronounce your name. And it features music by Michael Ogundele, orchestrated and performed by University of Delaware in a unique cultural fusion project. So basically, just an interesting story that I would love to see. So I can't really play much about it because of it's going to release in cinema July 18th. So that was like 2 days ago. So it's already out. So let me know if you guys are going to actually see this movie Cordelia, and please leave your thoughts about some of these Nigerian movies. What Nigerian movie have I not talked about? Leave that thought in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. So before I move into Marvel, I would like to talk. I have some stories I have to touch, which is this The Odyssey by Christopher Nolan, and surprise, surprise, they did the pre-sales 1 year before the movie release, and the IMAX 70 screening for the movie has already been sold out and we've seen that some people are selling it for higher prices, and mind you, it's still going to release next year, 2026. So it's a bold move. It's just like a power move to show that Christopher Nolan, whether or not is in a big movie studio or not, whether it's in Warner Brothers or Universal, his name alone can sell tickets. So I believe that's like what Sanvarua was thinking when he was doing this, because even Universal will be scared that why will you want to do something like that? But I was like, do it and let's see what's going to happen. So when you do it now, it's going to inside that power move that is bigger than the company. So that was interesting to see. To leave your thoughts about that in the comment section below. We also got an interesting Stranger Things release schedule. The first volume is going to release November 26th, second volume is going to release December 25th, and the final one is going to be released December 31st. We also got some trailer, which I'm not going to play. So, I guys going to watch Stranger Things. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Finally, we have no, I think we still have one more to talk about, or two more. We have Purge. They are working on they have to begin production by 2026, probably like 2027 or 2027 they're going to release the next Purge series. I don't know how I feel because I think I believe I believe what I watched that last time was a Purge movie, and I'm like, where else are they supposed to go? Everybody died. At least the entire country was in war. I want to believe that's the Purge that I actually watched. Because what happened was that the instead of having 24 hours, there was I think there was no time frame, so everybody just kept on killing themselves. We'll have to see, but it's an interesting story, and I hope we one day live in a society where it doesn't happen, because the world and the human race is very scary, and who knows, we can end up thinking that this is the way forward. So hopefully it doesn't happen. I don't want a world purge, a life where the purge is actually a norm. Also, moving on, we have MK, which is